Kristin Cavallari slams Scott Disick over alleged DM years after ending Kourtney Kardashian friendship. Kristin Cavallari spoke out against Scott Disick, Kourtney Kardashian, and the Kardashian family, reading out Scott's alleged recent DM to her and dispelling a past hookup rumor. Kristin Cavallari isn't mincing words when it comes to Scott Disick and the Kardashians. The Hills alum put Scott on blast in a big way on the November 26th episode of her Let's Be Honest podcast, taking the time to read out an alleged DM she claimed Scott, who shares Mason, 14, Penelope, 11, and Rain, 8, with ex-Kourtney Kardashian, recently sent her after she's been ripping on the F-King Kardashians on recent podcast episodes. What interesting timing that I get a DM on Instagram from Scott F-King Disick, the 37-year-old said sarcastically. And I'm going to read it to you guys because I don't give a flying fuck anymore. They've F-Ked with me for these many years, and you don't get to just do this. Calling it the most manipulative DM, Kristin proceeded to read out the alleged message in question. It's been such a long time, it's crazy, Kristin alleged Scott wrote to her from his account. Kind of crazy that our lives also ended up being kind of similar. I feel like it would be so good to see you and catch up and just talk about the stress and all the different things you've got to go through with kids and changing your life around over and over. Really miss you though, the message continued, and wish I would have reached out earlier. I've just been so busy trying to be the best dad I can be. I don't have time for much, but I'm trying to think about myself again, or trying anyway. Hope to hear from you. Just text me so it's easier to chat. But Kristin wasn't buying Lord Disick's message. Scott, you miss me after 17 years, she retorted. No, that timing is not lost on me that as I'm ripping on the Kardashians, calling them out for ST, now they want to send in Scott. She added that the thought Scott's message was part of the family's attempt to try to silence and control you. Kristin also reflected on a 2008 incident when she was rumored to have hooked up with Scott while he was on a break from his then-girlfriend Courtney. I had known Scott probably since we were 18 or so, just being in LA. We ran in the same group of friends, she shared. We used to party together. We used to hang out all the time. Nothing ever happened between us. And then he started dating Courtney. She added that after meeting Courtney through Scott, they became really good friends. I really loved Courtney, she said of the reality star, who is now married to Travis Barker. We had so much fun together. I liked her a lot. But after Kristin spent the night out with Scott and some other guy friends in Las Vegas while he and Courtney were split, rumors came out that they had hooked up. We went out, Kristin, who shares kids Camden, 12, Jackson, 10, and Sailor, 9, with ex-Jay Cutler, said. We had a great time. I was never alone with Scott. Not even for one F-King minute was I alone with Scott. She said that at the time, she and a friend speculated that it was actually Scott who took the claims to the tabloids to start the rumor. We weren't even being flirty or touchy. There was nothing to it, she said of the outing, adding how it was worded. Stu and I were like, oh my god, it's 100% Scott who did this to get Courtney back. The alleged tactic worked and Scott and Courtney later reunited, effectively ending Kristin's friendship with Courtney. I remember talking to Courtney being like, Courtney, you know nothing happened, Kristin said. And what she said to me was, I don't know, I have sisters and I would just never put myself in that situation. She just sort of wanted a reason to not be friends with me anymore. Kristin added that she thought the rumors were a great distraction for the family as Kim Kardashian was in the middle of her divorce from Kris Humphries after their infamous 72-day marriage. News has reached out to reps for Scott and Courtney about Kristin's claims, but has not heard back. For more shocking celebrity confessions, read on. Jason Kelce doesn't regularly wash his feet. What kind of weirdo washes their feet? Jason Kelce tweeted in June 2024 after a fan noted the athlete. Looks like he doesn't wash his legs or feet. The retired Philadelphia Eagles player later doubled down on his comments. What kind of psychopath washes your feet? He deadpanned on an episode of his and brother Travis Kelce's New Heights podcast, adding, if there's visible dirt on them, I'll scrub the dirt off. Kim Kardashian reveals how she honored Grandma MJ during sex with Pete Davidson. Grandma knows best. Kim Kardashian got candid about how her grandma Mary Jo MJ Campbell influenced one intimate moment between her and then-boyfriend Pete Davidson during an October 2022 episode of The Kardashians.